Dear students, welcome to Army Public School PMA Resource Network. Before going to start this lesson of mathematics, please subscribe this page and click on bell icon to receive the notification from our channel. Students, this video has two sections, section A and section B. In section A, we will cover the syllabus of week 5, and in section B, we will cover the topics from week 6. Students, we will start our lecture from section A, which is from chapter number 1 from your textbook. Chapter number 1 is numbers to hundred thousands, and the topics which we will cover from chapter 1 are rounding numbers to nearest thousand, estimations, Roman numerals. The objectives of these topics are to round off numbers to nearest thousands, to read and write Roman numerals up to 20. Let us learn rounding numbers to thousands. In many instances, exact numbers are not necessary or even desirable. At such time, approximations are given. This is when rounding a number helps us. To understand it more clearly, we have taken an example. 19,618 students from Abbottabad and 17,300 students from Rawalpindi attended a football coaching camp. Now, here we can round off these figures and can say that 20,000 students from Abbottabad and 17,000 students from Rawalpindi attended a football coaching camp. Here we will learn how to round number to nearest thousand. Students, rounding numbers to the nearest thousands mean finding which thousand they are nearest to. We know that every number has two value of thousands. The one is lower value of thousand and the second is higher value of thousand. To round a number to nearest thousand, we always look at the digit in the hundreds place. That is, the digit at the hundred place will decide what we have to do with the digit which is at thousand place. For example, look at the given number, that is 38,792. Now, to round off this number to nearest thousand, we have to follow two simple steps. Step 1 is look at the digit to the right of the thousand place. Here you can see the digit to the right of thousand place is 7. We know that 7 is greater than 5. So we add 1 in the digit which is at thousand place. So by adding 1 in 8, it will become 9. Step 2 is change all the digits to the right of the thousand place to 0. That is, here 7, 9, 2 will be replaced by 0. So our number 38,792 will be rounded off to 39,000s. Now we will solve an example how to round numbers to nearest thousand by using a number line. For this we have taken an example round off 5464 to nearest thousand using number line. For this, we have drawn a number line between 5000 and 6000. You can see here that 5464 is close to 5000 rather than 6000. So, 5464 will be rounded to nearest thousand is 5000. Hence, 5464 rounded off to 5000. We have already learned 2 rounding off. Now, based on the same concept, we will understand what is estimation. Students, estimation means to find a value that is close enough to the right answer, usually with some calculations involved. Now, what is the difference between rounding and estimation? The difference between rounding and estimation is that in estimation, a judgment is done to nearest 10 or 100 or 1000 depending on the situations, but in rounding, the nearest value is asked and we have to follow the instructions. To understand estimation of sum and estimation of difference, we have taken 2 examples. First, we will solve example for estimation of sum. Example is 5213 adults and 785 children attended a carnival. Find the total number of people at the carnival. Estimate to check if your answer is reasonable. Students, to solve this example, first we have calculated the actual sum between the two numbers. The actual sum is 5998, which comes by adding 5213 and 785. Now we will calculate the estimated sum. For this, 5213 will be rounded off to 5000, 785 will be rounded off to 800, and when we add 5000 and 800, we get the answer 5800. So, 5998 is close to 5800, so we can say our answer is reasonable. Here we will learn how to calculate the estimation of difference. For this, we have taken an example. Example is estimate the difference by rounding off to the nearest thousand. Then find the actual difference of the numbers 7328 and 4142. Here is the solution. In solution, we have first calculated the estimated difference. For this, we round off the numbers to the nearest thousands. 7328 is rounded off to 7000. 4142 is rounded off to 4000, and when we subtract 7000 and 4000, we get the answer 3000. Now here we have calculated the actual difference. 7328 minus 4142, the answer is 3186. Here you can see 3186 is close to 3000, so we can say our answer is reasonable. Dear students, now we will learn what are Roman numerals. Roman numerals are a numeral system that originated in ancient Rome and remained the usual way of writing numbers. Romans use special symbols and letters to represent the numbers. Here are some symbols and the numbers. Symbol I is equals to 1, symbol V equals to 5, symbol X equals to 10, symbol L equals to 50, symbol C equals to 100, symbol D equals to 500, symbol M equals to thousands. Students, these Roman numerals are also used in clocks and in watches nowadays also. Two rules for writing the Roman numerals are rule of addition and rule of subtraction. Now, what is rule of addition in Roman numerals? Rule of addition is if a symbol of smaller value is written to the right of a symbol of higher value, we add the smaller value to the greater value. You can see here xi, x equals to 10 and I equals to 1. When we add 10 plus 1, the answer becomes 11, which is equals to xi in Roman numerals. Now what is rule of subtraction? In rule of subtraction, if a symbol of smaller value is to the left of a symbol of higher value, we subtract the smaller value from the greater value. For example, xc. Here x equals to 10 and c equals to 100. We subtract 100 minus 10, the answer becomes 90, which is equals to xc in Roman numerals. The symbol V, L and D cannot be subtracted from any numbers. Here is a chart for Roman numerals. This chart consists of numbers from 1 to 20 and their equivalent symbols or letters that are used in Roman numerals. This is your success criteria. Here are few points which you have to remember before going to solve your assignments. These points are: you have to remember to round off numbers to lower thousand if the digit at 100 place is less than 5. Second is round off number to higher thousand if the digit at 100 place is 5 or greater than 5. And the third is recognize and use Roman numerals correctly. This is your assignment related to rounding numbers. Your assignment is from textbook pages 19 to 25, from workbook practice pages 15 to 18. You have to do your assignment on squared loose sheets or on rough notebook. After completing the assignment, use the given link to submit your assignment. The link is student.apms.pk. Now we will move towards our section B. In section B, we will cover the syllabus of week 6. Now we will learn the topics factors and multiples. These topics are from chapter number 2, which is multiplication and division. The objectives of these topics are to identify factors and multiples, to determine if a number is a factor or multiple of another number, to find common factors and multiple of two given numbers. Here we will learn what are factors. A factor is a number which divides another number without a remainder. That is, when a number is divided by its factor, the remainder should always be 0. For example, calculate or find factors of 10. For this, First, we have divided 10 by 1. The remainder is 0. So we can say 1 is factor of 10. Next, we have divided 10 by 2. The remainder is 0. So we can say 2 is also factor of 10. Next, we have divided 10 by 5. Again, the remainder is 0. So 5 is also factor of 10. And at the end, we divide 10 by 10. The remainder is again 0. So 10 is also factor of 10. Therefore, factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. Students, you should always remember that 1 is factor of every number. Here is another definition of factors. Factors are the numbers we can multiply together to get another number. For example, 2 multiplied by 3 equals to 6. So we can say the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. To understand the concept more clearly, we have taken an example. Example is, what are the factors of 20? For this, we have taken 20 flowers. Now, we need to know what the factors of 20 are. Or, when 20 is divided by its factor, it does not leave behind any remainder. Let us arrange the flowers simultaneously. Now let us try and put 2 flowers in group. In this way, we get 10 groups of 2 flowers. As you can see here, there is no flower left behind. Similarly, we can make 2 groups of 10 flowers each. Here you can also see that there is no flower left behind. Next, we have arranged 4 flowers in group of 5. That is, we have made 5 groups in which there are 4 flowers in each group. Again, there is no flower left behind. Next, we have arranged 5 flowers in group of 4. Similarly, we can make 4 groups of 5 flowers each. Again, there is no flower left behind. So we can say factors of 20 are 2, 10, 4, 5. Next, we can make 1 group of 20 flowers. So no flower is left behind. Here we can say factors of 20 are 2, 10, 4, 5, 1, 2. So factors of 20 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. Here we will learn what are common factors and how we can find common factors. Students, common factors are the factors that are same between 2 numbers or that are common between 2 given numbers. For example, find common factors of 28 and 42. Here, first we have calculated the factors of 28, that are 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28. Now factors of 42 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, 42. You can see here The numbers with blue color are the same, so we can say that they are the common factors. Hence, the common factors are 1, 2, 7 and 14. Now, we will understand what are multiples. A multiple is a number which can be divided by another number, or a multiple is the result of multiplying a number by an integer. For example, here 56 is a multiple of the integer 7. That is, when we multiply 7 with 8, we get the answer 56. So we can say 56 is multiple of 7. We can also say 56 is multiple of integer 8. Here is another example of multiples. 4 multiplied by 1 equals to 4. 4 multiplied by 2 equals to 8. 4 multiplied by 3 equals to 12. 4 multiplied by 4 equals to 16. When we multiply 4 with 5, that is equals to 20. And 4 multiplied by 6 equals to 24. So, these are numbers that are multiples of 4. So, we can say all these numbers that are blue in color, they are first 6 multiples of number 4. To understand multiples more clearly, let's try another example. Here we have 25 flowers in multiples of 5. For example, Aisha collected first 5 flowers, the next 5 by Zainab, and next 5 by Abdullah, next 5 by Abdur Rahman, and next 5 by Ahmed. So, we have found 25 flowers in all. That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And these are all multiples of 5. When we start at 5 and keep adding 5, we will get multiples of 5. If I give you 5 more flowers, we will get 30. Here is your success criteria. You have to remember to recognize there is no remainder when a number is divided by its factor. Recognize the factors of a number are always less than or equal to given number. Recognize the multiples of a number are always more than or equal to given number. Here is your assignment. Your assignment is from textbook pages 28 to 35, from workbook practice pages 24 to 30. You have to do your assignment on squared loose sheets or on rough notebook. After completing the assignment, use the given link to submit your assignment. The link is student.apms.pk. Allah Hafiz.